ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will take a look at the Jpanther, the tier 7 German tank destroyer. Now, this is very, very underrated. It's one of the best tank destroyers in tier 7, like hands down. And people don't realize just how good this tank can actually be. So Wargaming did buff it like a very, very long time ago, and obviously when they buffed it, it was spoke about like how good this tank has now become, but ever since then it's been kind of just left and no one really talks about the tank anymore, but except for me, because that is where I am here. That's why I am here today, to talk about a very good tank. And I love a very good tank, especially when it is a tech tree tank. It's very, very good when it's a tech tree tank because everybody has the chance to play it and get the tank. So the Jpanther armor profile, it used to be really, really bad. Like, the armor profile did used to be really, really bad. And that is one thing that Wargaming did buff quite a long time ago. So it does only have 125mm standard, but you can actually get more than that. And if you're looking at this tank from a medium tank or a light tank, even in tier 7, you will see a lot of red. You will actually see quite a bit of red on the front of the armor profile. But it's not just the armor profile that makes this tank pretty good. The DPM is solid as well at 2,796. That is a 6.65 seconds on your reload. The penetration 215 on your AP, 265 on your APCR, and 60 on your HE. You've got a 310 alpha gun, 260 on your APCR, and a very nice 420 on your HE. So if you can get the HE out, do get that HE out, because your DPM will dramatically increase. Aim time, very, very good at 2.8, and the gun dispersion is also good at 0.308, and it does also have 8 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So looking stat-wise, the stats are very, very, very solid. And as long as you play this tank to its advantages, then it will pay off, because it honestly, it is a very good tank. And I'm not just going to say it's a good tank if it isn't a good tank. It's definitely worth the grind. Now, once you get up to the sort of the tier 8s, the Jpanther 2, then yes, it has great DPM and everything like that. But honestly, I don't think the Jpanther 2, the tier 8 version, I don't think that tank is as fun as this tank here, because you can get bounces, as you've just vaguely seen there. You can get bounces, you've got fantastic DPM, you've got good speed, so you could play it so like I am here now, where I'm just sort of waiting for the opportunity to get some shots off, and if I need to, I can use my 50 kilometers per hour speed to get where I need to be very, very quickly. So it's definitely underrated. This tank is definitely at the minute underrated. A lot of the new players probably wasn't around when this tank was buffed, and they're probably playing it wrong. If tanks come to the side of you, of course you would probably be able to be HE'd from the side and the rear. So the side and the rear has next to no armor at all, so you need to just try and face the enemy as much as you can. So we're just going forward, we don't really do much at that moment. But even here, I waited for the opportunity. I realized that I'm not really getting any shots off, so I'm now going to use my mobility to get in the thick of it, get in the game. Now, I am going to get shot from the side, from the left, from this WZ. Well, in fact, I managed to bounce it, but I wanted to clear that guy first. I wanted to make sure I do clear that guy. And now, look, he's a light tank and he is getting behind me. But, you know, as long as I've got a rock or something for a bit of cover, then, yeah, it's easy. So, yes, he penetrated me, but now I've managed to have that rock in front of me. He can no longer circle me. So, and this is a light tank, and I do get that shot. So, he is now a one-shot. And as you can see, I don't want him getting behind, and it is pretty much at this point game over. So, yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it is a brilliant tank, and we're gonna have one game in a moment. We're not going to get another more damage, so 2.5k, almost 2,200 damage, and we got that very, very easily. So we're going to have this game here, Juno Summer, and he is against tier, well, I say he's against tier 6, he's against one tier 6, the rest of them are all tier 7. Now, of course, like any other tank, once you start seeing those tier 8 tanks, then yes, they are going to start penetrating you a lot easier than these tier 7s and tier 6s. So do bear that in mind. Just because I'm saying your armor profile is very, very good, when you start seeing the tank destroyers, you know, other tier 8 tank destroyers, tier 7 tank destroyers, then they will be able to go through you like butter. So do bear that in mind. And when you're against tier 8s, you might play it a bit differently than if you was playing against tier 6s. Tier 8s, honestly, I would recommend playing from the back. Just go at the back because you have that DPM, you have the aim time, and you have the accuracy just to farm. So I would play from the back. If I was against tier 6s and some tier 7s, then I would probably play a little bit further forward. So this guy here has he's lucky because the whole team have decided to go through the cap area, and because of that, literally the whole team, there are 7 players all there. So he's managed to use his speed to get behind these guys, and now he's going to manage to use his DPM to absolutely obliterate them. So the T25-2 is a one-shot unless he low rolls, he doesn't. So that is now 1 tank down from the red team. Now, there is only 1 green over there. The Tiger, well, there was 1 green over there. He's now gone. Excuse me. So as long as the enemy don't face him, then he's going to 2,700 DPM. He can absolutely farm these guys. And at this point, I would definitely recommend going for the big guns first if he can. I wouldn't go for the full hit points like he's doing here, but he has no other targets at currently. So now the SU-152 is being a bit brave. Silly decision to get that one shot off. He's actually died. This M6, of course, he's look at that juicy ass, and yeah, he's now disappeared as well. So 2.8k damage. It is now a 2 versus 4, but our guy here is still full hit points. Now, if he doesn't, he needs to try to stop being shot from this SU-152. He needs to get the track around this corner. He does that. Unfortunately, he does leave him on 316 hit points, unless he can high roll here, or he can bait a shot. If he can bait a shot, excuse me, then he will be able to clear that guy. And again, look, he manages to get that bounce. So that is what this tank can do. I wouldn't worry about that guy. Yes, I would worry about this guy and then go for the T-34. So our guy now has 3 kills, now pretty much almost 4k damage. And again, he gets a very, very nice bounce. He doesn't want to rush at the minute. He just wants to sit, because if he rushes to try and kill that T-34, then there could be the other 2 guys around. That was a nice shot from his teammate there. Brings him down to a 1-shot, and it is game over for that guy. Now, the T-25-2 needs to stay up there. He has to stay up there and have the higher ground. And if the T-29 looks to face this way, he can then get on top of him. And look at him. I mean, the T-29 at this point has no idea what to do. He's got no idea, because if he faces this guy, the other guy is going to shoot him. And again, when heavies come in front of you, as you can see, you're not going to bounce that much. So the T-25-2 is in a fantastic position at the moment, as you can see there. So very, very nice game. The Panther is now a 1-shot, so he can just come out, get the shot, and he's going to get the kill. So very, very nice game. 5 kills and over 5,000 damage. And that is what this tank is capable of doing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Very, very underrated tank, and it's definitely worth playing. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon.